great way to start our celebrations. Good morning and welcome to our 2020 Year 3 to 6 Presentation Day ceremony. I would like to ask Marana Hampton Anderson to read the Acknowledgement of Country. Following Marana, Mrs. Karen Craig will deliver the official welcome.
Our school is a place to remember the traditional custodians of the elders of the Darkinjung land. The Aboriginal people of this community respect the past, present and future that our ancestors have made through sharing stories, culture, history and hope to us youth. Our place today is filled with love, memories and care that make our land today a better place than ever to live. Thank you.
Thank you, Marana. So I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of us attending here today and those who are joining us virtually. Thank you for taking the time to celebrate the amazing successes that we've achieved throughout 2020 and with our students. And I'd like to particularly welcome our official party, which is seated to the sides of the stage. They are Mr. Dale Edwards, our acting principal, Mrs. Christy West, Deputy Principal Instructional Leader, Mrs. Amy Quilty, Deputy Principal Instructional Leader, Mr. Jared Miles, Assistant Principal Wellbeing, and myself, Mrs. Karen Craig, Relieving Deputy Principal. And of course our fantastic school leaders from this past year who have done an amazing job and have been an outstanding example of what a safe, respectful and responsible student at Blue Haven Public School should be. So we have Cooper Thorne and Ava Furlong, our school captains for 2020 and Masters of Ceremony here today, and Ellie Taylor and Hiva Mahe, our 2020 school vice captains. I'd now like to call on Ava Furlong to begin the proceedings.
Official guests, parents and friends, staff and fellow students, good morning and welcome to the 2020 Year 3 to 6 Presentation Day for Blue Haven Public School. My name is Ava Furlong and I am one of your school captains for 2020. I, along with Cooper Thorne, will be your Masters of Ceremony for today's assembly.
Today we celebrate the achievements of all our students in all aspects of school life. Mr. Davis Harris, the State Member of Wyong, has a special video message for all of the students of Blue Haven Public School to commend them for their efforts during 2020.
I'm pleased to be able to pass on my best wishes as part of your end of year presentation ceremony. I acknowledge that I'm here today on Darkinjung land and pay my respects to elders both past, present and future. This year has been a really difficult year and I'd like to congratulate all of the students, the staff and the parents for the job they've done getting through this COVID-19 pandemic. It's been tough with some home learning as well as teachers having to prepare extra work and having to change on the spot. But our local schools have done a great job making sure that all of the students have been well prepared for their studies this year. To all of the people who are receiving awards today, congratulations. But as I always say, every student is a winner through this year. If you've tried to do your best, you've worked hard, then you should be congratulated for those efforts. But today is about those who've gone above and beyond, and I pay tribute to their efforts and particularly want to encourage them next year to just work even harder to make sure that your dreams can come true in the future. So have a great presentation day. I'm sorry that I can't be there in person, but certainly I'm there in spirit. And like everything else in 2020, this is a very different year, and I look forward to joining you at your presentation day in 2021. Hopefully you've got the vaccination and COVID-19 is a thing of the past, and we can all get back to living our lives in the new normal. Have a great day. Back to living our lives in
now ask Mr. Edwards to give his principal report.
Thanks, Cooper. Students, staff, distinguished guests, parents, carers who are joining us online, I want to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land and pay my respects to the Darkin young people, to their elders, past, present and future. Because those leaders, some of them are sitting in here in our room with us today. I warmly welcome you all to this Blue Haven School Presentation Day 2020, albeit a little bit different to what we're normally used to. 2020 truly has been a year like no other. The start of this year brought bushfires, floods, and then COVID-19. We also had our amazing leader, Mr. Paul McDermott, accept a position at State Office with the Literacy and Numeracy team. Mr. McDermott has steered our school and has been into the beacon of success throughout the country that it became. So it was sadness that we farewelled him, but knew that he had instilled in us what needed to be done so that we could continue with our school. We're truly grateful for all that he has done for us. We recognise that COVID is still having an impact across the world and in Australia, and it is still impacting us here today, and that's why we have a very different presentation day. Our amazing students, staff and families adapted very quickly to the changing world in which we live in. And I would like to acknowledge the amazing teachers that I work with. Their ability to be able to adapt as quickly as they did was nothing short of phenomenal. They quickly undertook professional learning to be able to develop and roll out our online education platform that allowed parents to become the teachers. The ability of our parents to engage with children with their learning and being so adaptive to the needs of their children and take on that role is also extremely commendable. I thank all the parents for what you did during that time to support our students, your children, with their learning through COVID, through our learning from home phase. We were very mindful that across the school that access to technology was very different for all of our families, and so we very quickly put together some packages to support our kids at home that included work and resources so that children would be able to continue their learning. And we hope that you're still able to utilise those resources at home and continue to support your child's learning. We had regular online sessions that were held to support student learning in families where children were able to engage with their teachers. We had many phone calls to see where families were up to and if there was any support or assistance that we could provide. We did regular video blogs, and these were uploaded to give children online learning at any time that they needed to be able to access it, but also to provide parents with information. There were regular videos that I filmed myself to share online as well, so that parents had that information with them. It became a new experience for all teachers, and we were able to move from a working from home model for teachers, where teachers were filming at home and sharing things as COVID changed for us. And the staff adapted to that new challenge very quickly and very well as well. And that's so reflective of the amazing resilient staff that we have here at Blue Haven. We would really like to thank our families, our community, for their flexibility through COVID and their continued flexibility to this day. Even with these challenging times, we still have so many things that we should be celebrating right now. And our outstanding achievements this year include the sensory garden that is currently being built down the bottom of the school, the amazing work of the selected staff members who wrote the submission to get the fundings should be congratulated. The design that was developed by the students and the actual building of it being done by students is so amazing. The application that was submitted for a new building to be built, and we've been able to get that approved, and that should begin in the school holidays with the students returning to a concrete slab, but the new building will quickly go up in term 1 and everyone will be able to see how that changes and develops. Our debating team was successful in the zone area for 2020, and congratulations. This was a unique experience as well because it was done for the most part online as well. So amazing job and well done to our debating team and Miss Daly for the hard work that she put in, and she did a great job supporting our kids with this. The ability of our amazing kindergarten team to be able to quickly adjust to support our families being able to attend kinder orientation in a very different way, with our kids coming in but no parents. And a really big thank you to our schools' community centre, next door at the community centre, for being able to, under their restrictions, have families come in small groups to be able to support and learn about transition and what's going on in schools. We continue to be recognised as outstanding in all of New South Wales with a podcast with Mr. Mark Scott around how our school collaborates together as staff and across school networks. So that this was an amazing thing that we were absolutely able to do, and it is online for anyone who would like to access it. We were joined by Mr. Paul McDermott for that, Mrs. Taylor, Mrs. Dawson and Mrs. Quilty, who all did an amazing job to share about what we do at Blue Haven. We engaged a new role within our school around community engagement. This role was set up to maintain and nurture our relationships with our families, community organisations, and keep that link with the school. Mr. Garbett, who is very committed to Blue Haven and works well beyond his role to make a big difference with as many families as he possibly can, has done an amazing job with that this year. We were very patient, waiting for the earliest opportunity to be able to engage our students in a really fun activity, and that was our water day. The students were so excited, and I've really enjoyed looking back at the photos and enjoying looking at the excitement on people's faces as they raced from water activity to water activity and enjoyed the day. This year, with the cancellation of NAPLAN, the New South Wales Department of Education introduced the check-in assessments for our students. And once again, our students performed amazingly well. But we knew that you would, and I know that you knew that you would, because over the last 4 years, we have truly developed a belief that Blue Haven kids can do anything. So our Year 5 students outperformed similar schools just like ours, in a phenomenal way. We outperformed similar schools by 27% in numeracy. We outperformed them by 12% in reading. Our Year 3 students outperformed similar schools by 9% in numeracy, and by 1% they outperformed them in reading. What a phenomenal job that you did with that. We would like to acknowledge the people who have had a huge impact within the school this year and thank them for their amazing work. The student leadership team, our captains and vice captains, have been really phenomenal supporting through challenging times, especially learning how to lead when you're learning from home. Who can forget Hiva's amazing workout video? It was one of my highlights for the COVID period. Let me just say that wasn't a pretty sight watching me try to do the exercises with her. To all the other amazing teachers and leaders in the school, I would also like to say thank you. To the leadership team that was so flexible and changed around to meet the needs of the school, Mrs. Craig, Mrs. West, Miss Tynan, and Mr. Dawes, all stepping up into different roles when Mr. McDermott left. Especially as we worked really hard to read through the guidelines and put things in place to support our kids and our staff. I would also like to thank again the teachers for what they've done in making this my first year as principal, albeit relieving, a fantastic year under such difficult circumstances. Thank you to our families for your support and understanding through a tough year. excluding families from school has been a real challenge for us this year, as we do truly value parent involvement and love having our parents come into the school. It has been a major priority of our school over the last 4 years, and with our regular events that we've held, really trying to engage the community, having to not occur this year has been very difficult. But we are really looking forward to be able to do that in 2021, hopefully with these new vaccines that are coming through, and we're hoping that our schools will be able to fully open up again in the new years, where we can work together once again. We all want the same thing. We want success for our students, so that they are ready for whatever life has to bring. As we get through this pandemic and the recovery phases to come, we will stand up and know that we are able to be resilient and get through whatever the world throws at us, and we will do it together. But most of all, I want to recognise the amazing students that walk through our gates every day. You are the reason that we all come to work here. We get so much enjoyment from helping you learn and grow. It's a sad time for us at the end of the year, as we say goodbye to our Year 6 students and students that move on to other schools because their families relocate. We will miss you, and we want you to really know that. But we are looking forward to 2021 and all the hope that it brings, that hope of a full relaxation of the restrictions that we currently have. But we do know that whatever it brings, we will stand together, because one thing is for certain: we truly believe that every child matters every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards. We at Blue Haven Public School have been taught to dream, believe and succeed. Our school motto captures the essence of today's celebration. We are here to celebrate the success of our students. A Presentation Day Assembly cannot recognise every child at the school, and although everyone is an important part of our team, we are here to recognise those who have given a little bit extra. I would like to invite Mrs. Quilty and Miss Norton to present the Stage 2 awards. Would Miss Norton please announce the award recipients while Mrs. Quilty and the class teachers present the certificates? Please do not clap until all recipients have been announced and the teachers have finished presenting the certificates. A photograph will be taken at the conclusion of each presentation.
Good morning, Blue Haven. I love this time of year because we get to celebrate some amazing achievements that we have done, and I just want to start by congratulating all of our Stage 2 students. I would like to start by calling up Miss Ashley Cork to the stage. As she's coming up, I would like to remind you that the applause needs to be held till the end of the stage cast. Okay, so for academic excellence, Indy Rain Gilmore. For academic excellence, Talia Phillips Lewis. For citizenship, Aidan Smart. And for most improved, Archie McLennan. Please give all these students a round of applause. Mrs. Hurd is absent today, so I am going to ask Mrs. Quilty to hand out these awards. For academic excellence, Bella Bradshaw. For academic excellence, Alyssa Wilson. For citizenship, Lucas Wirtz. And for most improved, Alexander H. Please give these students a round of applause. I would now like to invite Mr. David Perot to the stage. For academic excellence, Elliot Gallen. For academic excellence, Tobias Appleby. For citizenship, Araya Higgins. And for most improved, Oliver Hutch. Please give these award winners a round of applause. Can I please invite Mr. Artu Vono to the stage? For academic excellence, Hunter Zachevich. For academic excellence, Ruby Kingham. For citizenship, Sienna Lumsden. And for most improved, Jodie C. Cullen Matthews. Please give these students a round of applause. I would now like to call Mrs. Alyssa Daly to the stage. For academic excellence, Tamara Grundy. For academic excellence, Jamison DeSordo. For citizenship, Jai Stanley. And for most improved, Chloe Sanderson. Please give these students a round of applause. I am now going to ask Mrs. Quilty to read out the award recipients for 4N.
Okay, the award for 4N for academic excellence is Molly Furlong. The second award for academic excellence is Zayden Sweet. Citizenship award goes to Lily Caracoglia. And most improved goes to Faith Peachy. Please give all the award winners a round of applause.
Thank you, Mrs. Quilty and Miss Norton. Congratulations to all of the award winners. We will now have the pleasure of watching a performance from our senior dance group, who have been working hard with Miss Woodhead. They will be performing a song titled You Will Be Found.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, if you can reach out your hand. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
You are not alone. You are not alone.
Thank you, Miss Woodhead and the senior dance group. I would now like to invite Mrs. Quilty and Mrs. West to present the Premier's Reading Challenge Awards.
The following students are receiving a Gold Award for their 4th successful year in the Premier Reading Challenge. From 3H, Penelope Campbell. From 5K, Isla Campbell. From 5G, Scarlett Campbell. And from 3P, Layla Langdon. Please give the award winners a round of applause.
Thank you, Mrs. Quilty and Mrs. West. I would now like to invite Mrs. Clark to join Mrs. West in presenting the Stage 3 awards. Would Mrs. Clark please announce the award recipients while Mrs. West presents the certificates with the class teachers. Please do not clap until all recipients have been announced and their teachers have finished presenting the certificates. A photograph will be taken at the conclusion of each class presentation.
Good morning, Blue Haven. Oh, I didn't expect a response. Thank you. That was beautiful. As it's already been said, I'm very excited to be up here today presenting awards. It has been a very tough year, especially for our Year 6 students in their last year of primary school, but I think we've worked really hard together to make it a fantastic final year for them. So I'm very excited to present these awards. First, I would like to call up Miss Melissa Grafe. And I can tell Miss Grafe is very excited too. Okay, for academic excellence, Chase Buckingham. Also for academic excellence, Hope Lewis. For citizenship, Summerbell Chambers. And the most improved award this year goes to Charlie Wilson. Please give all the award winners a round of applause. Well done, beautiful people. I would now like to call Mr. Aidan McCann. Thank you for waiting so beautifully, Blue Haven. For academic excellence, Tyja Higgins. Also for academic excellence, Isabella Newton. The Citizenship Award goes to Lily Graham. And for most improved, Ryder Kane. Please give all the award winners a round of applause. Next, I would like to call up Mrs. Keely McLaren to the stage. Sorry, Mrs. McLaren. For academic excellence, Alec Burden Walker. Also for academic excellence, William Collins. The Citizenship Award goes to for Paki Fanaki. And Most Improved, Emily Fitzgerald. Please give all the award winners a round of applause. Well done, Year 5. Okay, Year 6. I would like to call Miss Phoebe Woodhead to the stage. The Citizenship Award goes to Malik Tipu. Sorry, that was academic excellence, my apologies. Academic excellence, Malik Tipu. Also for academic excellence, Connor Lowry. The Real Citizenship Award is for Savannah Neen. And Most Improved is for Jake Malone. Please give all the award winners a round of applause. Well done, guys. I would now like to call Miss Kim Eggleton to the stage, please. For academic excellence, Sarah Endicott. Also for academic excellence, Isaac Somerville. For citizenship, Sophia Foley. And the Most Improved Award goes to Levi Henderson. Please give the award winners a round of applause. I'm going to now ask Mrs. West to come forward to help me present 6C's awards.
Okay. Can I please ask Michaela Grundy to come forward for her certificate for academic excellence, please? For academic excellence, Georgia Taylor. For citizenship, Ellie Taylor. And for most improved, Sasaya Fanaki. Please give these award winners a round of applause.
Thank you, Mrs. West and Mrs. Clark. Congratulations to all of the award winners. I would now like to introduce Mr. Perot, who will now present the sports report and announce the sports award winners.
Just making sure we've got it all in order. Okay, needless to say, boys and girls, 2020 has been a challenging year. The pandemic all but put an end to our sporting endeavours from very early on this year, which was a huge blow for our kids, some of which really need sport and activity in their lives. Sport and gross motor skill development is a crucial and fundamental part of a child's school life, and we're committed to providing that here at Blue Haven. Looking forward to the new year, we have plans to get back into sport through fundamental movement skills programs, as well as individual and team sports. Many wonderful teachers here at Blue Haven have already put their hand up to lead these sporting teams, programs and activities. To make 2021 a year full of great experiences with diverse, purposeful and fun activities for everybody. Kicking off the year with our swimming carnival in week 4, term 1, all thanks to Mrs. Clark. We'd love to lift the numbers of our swimming carnivals for next year, as swimming is a lifelong skill and a huge part of Australian culture. We encourage all children to get involved, and as many as possible for next year to make it the biggest swimming carnival yet. Followed shortly after that with our years 3 to 6 team selections for the purpose of skill building and training, which will culminate in the PWSA knockout competitions scattered throughout the year. We'd like parents and students to know that the team selections are based on 3 things: performance, sportsmanship and dedication. Performance alone is not enough. We really want all students to feel like they can be part of it. We'd like to give all opportunities to as many children as possible. Sporting organisations involved with schools are already planning to put together an even greater variety of activities in 2021, so that regardless of skills, kids can enjoy sport, fun competitions and good sportsmanship and fair play. And I'm looking forward to working with our team next year and get back on track for our kids. Now to our awards. Okay. So we have Junior Girls Awards up first. Tie this year for our Junior Girls Awards. Sorry, Mrs. Quilty, can you assist? Thank you. Junior Girl Awards. Tie this year, and it goes to Sienna Lumsden and Lana Gray. Come on down. Outstanding efforts in the swimming carnival this year, girls. Our junior male athlete of the year is Zach Toms. Well done, Zach. Our senior female athlete of the year, Brianna Martin. and our Senior Male Athlete of the Year, Cooper Thorne. Please give our junior and senior athletes a round of applause. All right, thanks guys. We have one more very special medal to hand out. That is our Premier Sporting Challenge medal. Now this is the criteria for that is quite specific. It's about commitment to fair play. It's about encouraging others to play sport. It's about persistent effort and improved performance in sports, and overall contribution to our school's weekly sporting program. And I've seen this person do this year after year, and all of the teachers here unanimously decided it should go to Hiva Mahe. Well done, Hiva. Okay, so every year our 4 sporting houses compete against each other to determine the most successful across all sports within the school. Although this year was a little bit limited, we still managed to come up with a winner. And our champion house for 2020 was Kukindi. Could I please have Jasmine and Harrison, thank you. I nearly said his brother. Jasmine and Harrison up. Our Kukindi captains to accept the shield. Well done, Kukindi. That was a big team effort this year. There was only about 16 points, I think, in that one. Very close. Well done. Well done, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Pro and Mrs. Kuti. Congratulations to our athletes in the Champion House of 2020. This year, our Aboriginal Cultural Group has been working with Mr. Jonathan Wright and the Dinner One program. As part of this program, they have been developing their understanding of traditional dance. We hope you enjoy this video that displays highlights of their excellent efforts.
A special thank you to our amazing Aboriginal culture group. I will now ask Miss West to present the Aboriginal Encouragement Awards.
This year's Primary Aboriginal Encouragement Award goes to Ryan. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards and Mrs. West and Mr. Miles. Our school has a strong history of success. I would like to ask Mr. Edwards to join Mr. Miles and Mrs. West on the stage to present our Aboriginal students with their cultural gift.
We believe it to be an important element to our Aboriginal students' identity and learning, allowing them to maintain a connection to their culture. We have purchased for each student their own didgeridoo or yardakai for the boys, and bilma or clapping sticks, and emu caller for the girls. These are kept in school, and in the students' final year, they get to paint their item or items and receive them today at presentation day. I will ask Mr. Miles to hand the boys their yardakai and Mrs. West to hand the girls their bilma and emu callers. So for the boys to receive their yardakai, Brody Barton, Cody Bates, Alex Hunt, Darrell Johnson, Mackay Jackson, Austin Meadows, Cairo Page, Talum Thompson, please give all the recipients a round of applause. Thank you, boys. And for the girls, their bilma, otherwise known as clapsticks, and their emu callers. We have Charlotte Briffer, Marana Hampton Anderson, Mia Hellier, Kiri Lee McAllister, and Destiny Peachy. Please give our girls a round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards, Mrs. West, and Mr. Miles. Our school has a strong history of successful debating teams. This year, we are proud to announce that Blue Haven School Debating Team are the zone champions in the Premier Debating Challenge. I would like to call on Miss Craig and Mrs. Quilty to present the students with their award.
I'm very excited to be able to give the following recipients an award for debating. Jessica Buckley Smith, Hope Lewis, Taja Higgins, Michaela Grundy, and Annabelle Kappa. Please give all recipients a round of applause.
Thank you, Mrs. Courty and Mrs. Craig. At Blue Haven Public School, we understand the importance of attending school every day. This year, we were challenged by the learning from home period and the attendance guidelines that were forced upon us in order to keep our community safe. Today, we would like to celebrate the achievements of several students who were able to demonstrate exemplary attendance despite the challenges that 2020 presented. I would like to call upon Mrs. Craig and Mrs. West to present the students who have an attendance rate of at least 95% in 2020 with their Blue Haven Public School Exemplary Attendance Award.
So as Cooper said, this is very tricky this year in particular. However, it's very pleasing to see these children receive this award. So we have Hayden Munger, Jessica Buckley Smith, who might not be back in the hall just yet, Lucas Fitzpatrick, Jessica made it just in time, and Alexander H. Please give these children a round of applause. I beg your pardon, I did miss one. Ruby Parrott Shriver. Sorry, Ruby. My eyes must have jumped a line. Come up this way, Ruby, on this side. That's it. Now we can give another round of applause.
Thank you, Mrs. Craig and Mrs. West. The teachers of each stage have selected the following outstanding students from each year group to receive the Principal's Award for 2020. They have shown that they are students who have given their all in every area at Blue Haven Public School. I would like to call upon our Principal, Mr. Edwards and Mrs. Coulty, to present the Principal's Awards.
In Year 3 for the Principal's Award, Liam O'Connor. In Year 4 for the Principal's Award, Madden Clark. In Year 5 for our Principal's Award, Bianca Lang. And in Year 6 for our Principal's Award, Annabelle Kappa. Please give all the award winners a round of applause.
Congratulations, Principal Award winners, and thank you, Mr. Edwards and Mrs. Coulty. This year, we are pleased again to offer the Dobell Citizenship Scholarship. It is presented to the student from years 3 to 5 who has been leading the way in being a positive role model. This award has been donated by our Federal Member of Parliament, Miss Emma McBride. It provides the winning student with a financial prize that can be used to support their education here at school. I would like to call on Miss Tynan and Mr. Mars to present the Dobell Citizenship Award.
This year, the Dobell School Citizenship Award goes to Atlanta Sagas Nasida.
Congratulations, Atlanta. I would like to ask Mrs. Norton and Mr. Miles to present the School Parliament Award. This award goes to one member of our student parliament that has excelled in their role.
I'd like to welcome to the stage Jordan Bailey.
I'd like to ask Mr. Mars to announce our next award recipient and Mrs. Craig to present it. Our next award is the School Citizenship Award.
A School Citizenship Award is one of which to be proud. School Citizenship is an award that is provided to a student who has shown that they truly understand what it means to be a valued member of the school community. This year, we are happy to award our School Citizenship Award to a Year 6 student who has been a true ambassador for Blue Haven Public School. They have been involved in all aspects of school life, including academic, sporting, community, and social. Our Year 6 School Citizenship Award goes to Ava Furlong. Congratulations, Ava.
Thank you, Mrs. Craig and Mr. Miles. Congratulations to our School Citizenship recipient for 2020. It is now time for the Student of the Year Award. Could Mr. Edwards and Mrs. Craig please come to the stage?
So our Student of the Year Award goes to the student who has excelled academically across all curriculum areas. And our Student of the Year for 2020 is Jalayla Desordo.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards and Mrs. Craig, and congratulations to the 2020's Students of the Year. I would now like to ask Hiva Mahir and Ellie Taylor and Mrs. Craig to please come to the centre of the stage.
As school captains, we have enjoyed our roles immensely. It has been a pleasure to work with Hiva and Ellie in their roles as vice captains of our great school. I would like to call upon Mrs. Craig to present Hiva and Ellie with their Leadership Award.
Thank you, Mrs. Craig. It has been a pleasure to be a part of the 2020 School Student Leadership Team. I would now like to ask Ava Furlong, Cooper Thorne and Mr. Edwards to come to the centre of the stage.
As school vice captains, we have enjoyed our roles immensely. It has been a pleasure to support Ava and Cooper in their roles as captains for our school in 2020. I'd like to call upon Mr. Edwards to present the Leadership Awards to our school captains.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards. I would now like to ask Mr. Edwards and Mrs. Craig to announce the school leaders for 2021. Could the nominees please come to the stage?
exciting. So, our ministers are first. The school ministers for 2021 are Jackson Mooney, does need the right name, over here, that's it. Jordan Bailey, Fapaki Fanaki, and Bianca Lang. Please give our ministers a round of applause. So excited I get to read again. I didn't think this would be my turn. Our vice captains for 2021 are Jessica Buckley-Smith and Scarlett Campbell. I wonder who the captains are. Ariane Sue and Holly Elton. This is our leadership team for 2021. Please give them a massive round of applause.
Okay, our leaders are going to take the Pledge of Leadership. So, can you repeat after me, leaders? I will further develop my leadership skills so I can become an effective leader. I will fulfill my role with respect and honour. I will wear my school uniform with pride at all times. I will be a positive role model in the classroom. In the playground and in the school community. I will enthusiastically participate in all school events. Good job. I will take responsibility for my actions at all times. I will encourage and support other students to realise their potential. Other students. Good job. I will represent our school to the best of my ability. We will work as one with staff, parents, students, and the community to make Blue Haven Public School successful. Good job. Congratulations, everybody. Well done.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards and Mrs. Craig. Congratulations to the school captains, vice captains and ministers for 2021. I'm sure you will serve Blue Haven with pride and distinction through 2021.
would like to welcome Mr. Edwards back onto the stage to accept a gift from Year 6. Year 6 would like to show their appreciation to Blue Haven Public School for all of the care, support, encouragement and excellent learning opportunities which have been generously provided to us the last 7 years. Our memories of primary school will become a part of us as we begin our journey through life. Thank you.
The Year 6 gift is a reflection of how we have valued the extra opportunities provided to us at Blue Haven Public School. Many students have had the opportunity to participate in a range of extracurricular activities that have extended our skills and broadened our minds. Our gift to the school is a range of resources that will be used to transform the computer room into an exciting STEM learning space. We hope future students will enjoy the science, technology, engineering and mathematics activities that these resources will provide. Thank you, Year 6.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards in Year 6. We would like to thank our special guests and sponsors, Mr. David Harris, State Member of Wyong, Miss Emma McBride, Federal PM for Dobell. We would also like to say a huge thank you to the Charmhaven Garden Centre for their valued support in supplying the plants that we have used today. We would now like to share a 2020 highlights video. Please enjoy.
students and staff of Blue Haven Public School would like to take this opportunity to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you all for your support this year and your attention today. This concludes the 3 to 6 Presentation Day Assembly for 2020. We will conclude this assembly by standing for the National Anthem. I remind you not to sing. Please stand quietly.